Hard, salty rain pellets patter down, tapping the rooftop of this small grocery store relentlessly. The shelves inside are knocked over, picked clean, and left broken. The windows on the front of the building, which once held signs indicating sales, were smashed in and boarded up. Alongside the rapping of the rain, loud, desperate, hungry groans fill the air, followed quickly by the beating of weak, rotting flesh on hard plywood and lumber. Inside sat a small, broken, despair-filled group. That's you guys. It's been 12 years since the initial outbreak of the virus, and there's still almost no real cities or civilizations to run to. The five of you, following a tip that you found on an old annotated map, came to this small farm town in search of a medical center that hadn't been looted yet, supposedly. With one group member with a kid on the way, and another with a lacerated ankle, these supplies are invaluable to such a situation. Come to find out, it was completely full to the brim with zombies. They spilled out of every corner and flowed out of it like a clown car. It was several stories tall and rumored to have a few levels underground as well. Those levels were definitely untouched, but also pretty much untouchable. The horde that spilled out of that place, at least most of them, followed you all to this grocery store. With not many more places to go, this was the only suitable place to hole up for a bit, while you all thought of a plan. You all entered through the front door, barricading it as soon as you came in, just missing you by a heartbeat. That's where the horde is too, beating down the doors and windows while you all tick away. Okay. I think I'll skip that little part, yeah. No, actually I'll read it. One of you, a tough, won't-take-nothing from nobody kind of gal with a bitty baby bump, she's pregnant, tinkers with her makeshift metal pipe spear, an anxious tick that she picked up back in the day with her last group. Another, a 20-year-old kid who was only 8 when the world ended, lays down his machete that he ran across at a gardening store and begins to mess with the makeshift bandage wrapped around his laceration wound. Her, I forgot, I gender swapped. An idiotic self-inflicted wound that happened when he got scared going up against a single hollow and dropped his machete. With the front door being beaten down, it seems that you all have only got two options: the back service door or the unboarded windows on the sides of the building that lead to an alleyway. Which is the little bit that you guys can see through the window down there at the bottom. And I think I'm gonna play a little voice acting tidbit right now, if anyone would like to listen. The woman who's been leading this little impromptu group of yours, Melissa, sits down on an old, or I think it's Michelle, yeah, sits down on an old rusty office chair which is lounging in the middle of the dilapidated room. After clearing her throat and picking at her spear, she speaks up.
We can't just walk away from those supplies. I mean, who knows what they've got in there?
That place was a fucking death trap. Getting in there would have been enough of an issue, let alone getting to the basement levels. Plus, who knows what kind of fucked up things are down there?
It's a risk we're going to have to take. I mean, fuck! I've got a kid on the way. There's no going back on that now.
I'm not the one who decided to fuck a stranger that we had just met. And now I'm supposed to die for that?
I'm not the only one who needs it. If you hadn't been a goddamn idiot and sliced your ankle open with your own machete, we wouldn't be here either. But here we are, picking up after your mess yet again.
That's an argument that they were having right as you guys came in. The banging on the windows is growing louder as their argument comes to a halt. The rotted wood that's attempting to hold back this horde is going to collapse, and soon. The front door is clearly not an option anymore. So what would you all do or say? And before we do that, actually, I think we should go through character introductions. So, Comrade, do you want to start us out? Who are you? Where'd you come from? Alright, and what does Miles look like?
Traveling is covered in a red scarf and goggles, so you can't really see his face. Only when he's like drawing harder is when he's alone, relaxing, does he take it off. So he kind of looks weird when he's just out and about and rooftops scavenging. But when he's not wearing that, he's got short black hair. He's a black dude, and he's wearing a regular t-shirt, but it's covered in dirt and grime and blood. Years of work.
Yeah.
Trying to wash it is a waste of time.
Alright, and how about you, Gunslinger?
So my character's this one here. This is Drayton Marsul. He is around 24 years old. Grew up on a farm in Northern California, and held out pretty well in the beginning stage of the apocalypse, but then raiders eventually took over his farm, and so now he's kind of wandering the wastes. He has a bit of a savior complex, but sometimes to his own detriment, and he's currently wearing he usually wears a face mask just because his mom used to tell him that the infection might be airborne. He is not planning to risk it. Wears a hat and has like a military tactical vest on that his dad used to have. He was never in the military himself, though.
Okay. And what about you, Mr. Turt?
The last member of our party will Jack over to the bottom here. He grew up in the Big Apple. I don't know from the city, but also from New York. Relatively young when the infection started, which has stunted his growth a bit, and he fled north. He's always a little restless. Does not like not holding a weapon. Always looking around the corner because a lot of stuff has happened. Groups has turned out bad, and there's always the zombie in the closet. Too many times to count. His clothes are pretty clean. Tries to wash them pretty regularly, and his main attire of choice is a leather jacket that he had to replace a couple times. Has a patch over the left shoulder. He's always looking at the zombies' faces, looking for people. Probably his family like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's been over a decade now, so
yeah. All right. Does anyone want to do anything in particular right now? There's some stairs leading down. There's probably stuff still around on shelves and stuff like that. If anyone wants to check around or just head straight down.
Could you remind me one more time what the two NPCs' names are? It's Silas and Michelle. Michelle is this one right here, and Silas is this skinny little fella right there. Gotcha. The twink. And Michelle is the pregnant one? Yes. Gotcha. That is correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'll take a quick glance around, see what I can use it or head down.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me. Now we get to explore the rolling system. We get to explain it better. Go ahead and roll me an awareness. So your awareness score, plus your scavenging skill. So, like, add that number up and tell me how much that is. It should be. And who said that, by the way?
Miles.
Okay. So, yeah. 2 plus 3. So you would have 5d6 to roll. So if you could roll me 5d6, you can do that on Roll20, or I don't know if you have a D&D Beyond thing or something. But you'll roll 5d6, and then whatever that final number is, it's a little bit of math. So 3 minor successes and 2 minor failures means that you rolled a 1 for general. So basically you succeeded. You met the DC, which was 1. So go ahead and roll me a d20. We're rolling for loot. So as you're looking around the mostly empty shelves, you find a section that's basically completely untouched, and it's just like a long line of greeting cards. Happy birthday cards and celebration cards and stuff like that.
You know what? He takes half because he would genuinely give that to people, and the other half is fire fuel.
Nice. So you grab like a bundle basically of greeting cards.
Yeah.
All right. You don't have to worry about adding that legitimately, but does anyone else want to try and look for something or?
Could I go over to the greeting cards that Miles is at? And I'd like to see if any of them have noisemakers.
I'm positive some of them would have those gag noisemakers.
Can I? Well, I mean, I guess making noise doesn't really matter right now, but could I just take a few of the noisemakers?
I mean, yeah, for sure. You can grab a couple, happy birthday ones or happy Father's Day ones that just scream at you. Yeah.
The loudest ones possible, please.
Alright, I got you. You open it up, you're like, oh shit. It starts playing happy birthday in Mexican, or in Mexican and Spanish.
In Mexican.
Does anyone else want to look around for anything, or do you guys want to head down?
Yeah, Drayton's gonna have Michelle sit down in the chair, and he's going to go over here and check out this broken window and see if there's anything he can use to board it up or keep it locked.
I mean, there's general debris. You could probably push a shelf if you had someone helping you in front of the window. Most of them are empty, so they wouldn't be extremely heavy, and they're not bolted down.
Gotcha. Then I'll call out hey, can someone help me move this shelf really quickly?
I got you.
So you can roll me both of you can roll a might check. So just roll however many dice your might score is. Which I think is 1 for both of you.
Yeah. So that's
you all have a 1 might score. Holy shit, you guys move this with ease. This is the lightest shelving unit of all time, but it's also the heaviest one. You guys are just tossing this thing in front of the window, probably 2 of them, and this window's effectively blocked off. I chose the wrong color. There we go. Don't gotta worry about that pesky little window anymore.
Okay, good.
job.
Whoops. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. A plague of darkness consumes the land. I'll go ahead and give you... There you go.
I love it. I ask if I can go downstairs, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Are any of us forklift certified? This is a very important question to you, Bill.
It's just rusted to shit, completely unusable. But yeah, you're gonna be level 10, buddy. In the state it's in, it's definitely not usable, and the warehouse itself is pretty empty. This is basically just a large storage room. So there's not too much going on in here. But at the end of the room, you do see a large garage door that looks pretty rusted. But as far as it seems is your only way out.
Does it have like one of those windows you see?
No, it's like a solid. Well, it actually it probably would since it's a warehouse one, but it's probably much higher than you can see.
Is there a fire escape door next to it?
No, this place is not OSHA certified.
They're not going to be happy when I call OSHA on them.
Ah, damn it. They got forklifts in here and no OSHA representatives.
Could I try and jump up to like I guess what I'm trying to do is hold onto the ledge of this window and look out through it?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an... I guess just an agility check. I don't think there's a... yeah.
3d6?
3, yep, and then you'll have a -1 to the DC, so it makes it easier. So you do manage to see up there, and you can climb out. There's not too much that you can see, really, but you do see at least, here, I'll go ahead and give you a little visual, yeah. I'd say you're probably easily able to see this. So you catch the outline of this gray, like grayscale, sickly husk sitting against an old tankard. There we go. I meant to give you a bit wider. So there's at least one zombie outside.
There we go. I only see one, guys.
But as you're climbing up, you can only get a quick visual, and you see it, and then you kind of scramble and fall back down and kick the door on your way down. So you did make a little bit of noise. It's unclear if anyone heard you, but it's risky nonetheless.
Well, we have a small horde out one door and not a horde out the other door, so I think it's a pretty clear choice.
Yeah, we just need to figure out how to get this open so all of us can get through.
I will walk over to the door.
Mm-hmm.
Can I open the door?
You can like lift it up open, yeah. It's one of the It's on a roller, so.
Yeah.
Are you trying to do this quietly?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a stealth check. Or if someone else has a higher stealth/agility score and they want to give it a shot.
I have a stealth of 2.
Turrets has the highest agility. And I think everyone has a stealth of 2.
So wait, do I roll stealth and agility or just stealth?
So for a stealth check, you would roll the amount, like your agility score plus your stealth score amount of d6, and then you would minus, if you have a high enough score, you would minus whatever negative you have to the DC, which you just let me know.
Okay. So, 2 things. Just making sure I'm rolling my agility score, not my agility modifier.
Yeah, your score. Your modifier is for damage and other things like that.
Okay. So I do have a -2 DC to this, and I have 66 on.
Okay.
Right.
Golly.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Nice.
So you
agility 6.
No, he has an agility of 4.
4.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you that beats the DC because of your negative modifier. So I think that was a good touch. Whoever told me to do that, whoever told me that it didn't make much sense, thank you for that. So, oh, I have a script. This old rusty garage door miraculously rolls up smooth and quiet. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a visual of most of the map now. This door is open. Just what you would be able to see. I'll give you all this. Holy shit, it's just forest. That's insane. So this old rusty, like trashed garage door slides open, and You see this old tanker with watery, dissoluted gas still dripping from an open drain hole in the back of it. And on the other side of the street, you can see this dilapidated structure of an old family restaurant with the back kitchen door hanging lazily open. Why don't... I might have everyone do this. Does everyone want to roll me a perception check?
Sure.
Sure. Perception awareness?
Yes, sir. So your awareness score and your perception skill.
Gotcha.
Negative 1 DC to this, by the way, for me at least.
Okay. And that was Turt saying that, right?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
me,
your mic
surely.
really cleared up. Holy shit. I don't know what was going on earlier, but it
I
sounds
don't know.
so much better.
See, now I'm worried that you said it.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Drayton failed.
Yes. Oh, the
okay.
5d6 was for your awareness.
Yes. And
Oh,
don't
wow,
have
that's
any
great
modifiers.
awareness.
So it looks like only Miles here sees that there is... I would say, like, obviously as a player you know there's a zombie here, but I would say only really Miles knows, but he'd probably convey that to the rest of you. And there's also another one to the left, as you can hear his mumbled, wet groans. How do you guys want to approach the situation?
Gotta form a kill line.
Just figure out the map. South on this map is towards the medical building, right?
Yes. So you guys ran... When you see the medical center map, it'll make a little bit more sense, but you guys ran to the west and then north.
Well, I mean, we have 2 wounded members, so I think we still have to head back there. Be a bit more careful this time.
I think Michelle would absolutely back you up. She's barely pregnant. Like, she's not like big belly or whatever. Like, she's probably 2 or 3 months pregnant.
And then we also have the one with the laceration, which
Yeah.
I'm assuming...
He has a wound state,
He is-
so he'll be less useful in combat.
Yeah,
But he's still useful.
We really need the medical supplies back at the camp.
Yeah.
Alright. We should all form a line and slowly move together, slowly. That way, if anything starts approaching us, we can all deal with it at the same time. No guns.
How do you want this? How do you want to be headed out? Like, what's
Let me
the
actually see
order?
how good I am. I'm much better with a bow, so I might actually stay a little bit back, because bow is not a loud weapon either, so if anyone starts rambling towards us, I can shoot them.
Yeah.
I just got a big knife.
I got my shit.
Could I do a more in-depth reception awareness check on this truck to see if it is at all usable just from looking at it, or if it's completely just gone?
If the truck is usable.
Hey, I like having backup plans.
Wait, the
Yes,
truck or the semi?
Is there another car that I'm missing? Oh, wow, there's a way more
yeah,
cars.
yeah.
I was talking about this big one. There are
Yeah.
multiple
Okay,
trucks.
so
I didn't
the
know.
tanker, yeah.
Yeah.
The tanker, the front end of it is smashed in. The windows are completely shattered. You couldn't really tell from behind it whether or not the actual vehicle is useful, but you know for sure that there's almost no usable gas anymore. Just anywhere.
I was hoping the tanker had some in it. You said a little bit was dripping out, so I was hoping there might be more.
Yeah. There's still liquid in it, but it's just water. At this point, it's completely diluted.
Well, and there goes that plan.
Yeah. There's, like,
Could
if you
I-
heard a vehicle, it would be an insane scenario. Like, someone would have to be
Oh,
making their
yeah, I
own
forgot
fuel.
the years are we're in.
Could I use my roll ability, lead the way, for traveling? Start a new day, travel, entering a new area, make a awareness score plus wilderness skill dice check.
So are you trying to avoid getting into conflict with any zombies, or are you trying to lead them?
I'm trying to get a advantage on moving through an unexplored area.
Okay. But, like, when you're moving through this, are you guys trying to move to the zombies and take them out quietly?
That's probably what we'll have to do. I doubt we'll be able to avoid them entirely.
Okay.
Maybe this one on the left we can avoid.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. Everyone will have... I would say how advantage will work in this, it'll probably just give a -1 to DCs.
Gotcha.
So if...
I do have to succeed in this dice roll first, so let's see. My awareness plus wilderness skill dice.
Yeah, that's definitely
that's-
a success.
Yeah.
So everyone... Does everyone want to make me... I guess it would be a stealth check then, with an extra -1 to DC.
Nice.
Which
2.
is great for one of you, because you already have a -2.
So that's a -3 DC for me.
Awareness and stealth. Is that right?
Yeah. You pass. It would be pretty difficult for you to fail, Turt. So, where are you
Stealth and
going?
awareness.
And I'll go ahead and make agility.
I'm thinking we could veer to the right. How wooded is this wooded area?
It's dense woods. Oh, okay.
we
Well,
could try to go this way, just kill this zombie without attracting either of the others and go into the restaurant.
So, there's also something that I don't think it's really explained in the rulebook. So, this, like, wall right here is about hip height. So, like, you could crouch behind it, and that would grant you... Like, you don't have to worry about it getting in your way or anything. You would just get an extra bonus to your hit DC. So, like, what it takes to hit you. Like, that's just generally how cover will work.
Okay.
So, run me through your plan one more time.
I'm still kind of making. I'm just trying to figure out where. What about this area? Is this heavily wooded?
That's just, like, slightly tall grass. It's not really... Holy, what a fucking roll. But it's not anything that would give you, like, great cover or anything.
So I'm thinking, guys, is we can head down here, kill the tanker zombie, and just head into the restaurant without attracting any other zombies, hopefully.
And these were all stealth rolls from you, which all of you passed with flying colors. Right? Is that... They were stealth rolls, right?
I rolled stealth agility with a -3 DC because of...
Oh, it's stealth agility? I thought it was stealth awareness.
Oh, wait, was it self-awareness?
If I said awareness, I meant agility.
Okay.
Um,
Then I get a -1 to my DC and
Okay.
an additional dice.
Yeah.
Let me just... Also a success. Awesome.
Nice. You're fucking killing it with these rolls. Alright, so does everyone run me through the plan one more time and we'll go through it as you run me through it.
Sneak up, take out this one, then I think go through the bushes here to get straight to the entrance.
Okay, who wants to lead the path?
I can definitely lead it if...
Oh, that
if
is
anyone
literally what you did.
else- It is called Lead the Way.
Yeah. Go ahead, lead the way.
Alright. Just start moving real sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
And once we get about here, I'll make like a hand motion for 2 people at once to attack it.
Okay. Silas will also attack it with his bow.
I will also attack with my bow.
So two...
Then I'll let them attack first, that way I'm not caught in the crossfire.
So, if I'm attacking with my bow, that'd be my agility modifier plus my ranged bows.
So your agility modifier adds damage. And yeah, your agility modifier just adds damage.
So am I just rolling the dice for the bow itself, not anything else?
Yeah, so you'll get all those dice. For right now, just roll your And since okay, hold on. Right now, just roll to hit, which would be your agility plus your ranged bow skill.
Okay, give me a sec. I have to open up something.
Or it's like ranged. I think it's just ranged, and then there's
I know.
ranged firearm. So he gets 4, 5, and also since you're stealthing, you have a -2 to DC. So
Okay.
your overall DC will be -1.
Well, I also have a -2 to agility DCs.
Yeah, so yours will be -3, so it'd be pretty difficult for you to fail.
It's the same, basically.
He also
I do think I
succeeds.
succeeded.
Yeah, stealth attacks are really, like that's pretty much the way to go, if you can.
The bow is. I very much expect into the bow.
So now you'll
One thing-
roll your
Melee.
1d10 plus your agility modifier,
Oh, cool.
and that's your damage. Oh, I didn't. Whoops. Okay, so 17 damage, or 16, sorry. Absolutely, like, Silas probably hits him in the gut, you probably hit him square in the head. As your arrow just, I mean, if you want to describe it, how would you kill it?
So as Silas hits it in the gut and it starts to rise, Jack shoots it just straight through the neck, hoping
Nice.
to blob the head off or just kill it outright.
Yeah, and so this arrow just flies through the air and sinks into his throat, just and then he'll fall over, and he is dead.
Oh my god, I was really worried if he survived that we were gonna have problems
These are just regular little walkers.
for now.
So now the plan is to walk towards this building.
Yep.
Just kind of slink through the bushes. You guys can absolutely do that.
Take a look at the head. Continue onward.
Yeah.
Since
I'm gonna
what's up?
check the zombie's pants or see if it has a wallet.
Run in his pockets.
Okay, roll me. You can roll a
I'm
scavenging
checking.
check.
Take his kicks.
I think those are not in good.
So he actually has 1999 retro Jordans on.
Oh,
Yo, take his bones.
Damn.
just scavenge.
Yeah, well, scavenging is your agility plus, or I think it's awareness plus scavenging. Yeah.
It's funny thinking that both my character IDs were both agility characters, or at least definitely not frontliners. Because if I didn't go hunter, I was gonna go like a city scavenger. I thought that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
very
that's
good.
3 successes to yeah. So you just hit the DC. Roll me a D10. A 1, of course. You find a small box of AA batteries.
I
Unopened.
do find a wallet, I assume.
And a wallet, yeah. I'm sure he would have a wallet on him.
I take his ID. That's
Identity theft, yeah. Identity theft beyond the grave.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, it's not fucking.
That's-
You wouldn't
I mean, that's
steal.
something
You
that
wouldn't
happens.
steal a zombie's
That was-
identity.
It's not usually in an apocalypse.
You wouldn't download a zombie.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Keep that memories all that is.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm not gonna make you guys roll another stealth check. You guys can all slink through these bushes and make your way to the back entrance of this creaky, dilapidated restaurant. Does anyone want to peek inside? Anyone want to be
Yeah,
first?
sure.
Yeah.
Do a little
You
peek.
can roll me
I like
a
to be first.
yeah, roll me perception.
That's 3.
I'm gonna help
Or-
you, Silas, Michelle.
-1 DC to this.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
Wait, what
I'd
are
roll
you
that.
doing, Turt?
I'm also awarenessing.
Okay.
I was also looking.
Kind of see
We're both looking.
So yeah, I mean you both pass. So as you peer into this doorway, a scene that you're used to seeing, but is still never easier to take in. Just an old, rusty, rundown family restaurant that used to be in its prime the hotspot for this small little farm town. Does anyone want to head in?
Yeah, I'll check the bag.
What do you?
Oh God.
Yeah,
Wait.
I'll check the bag.
Okay. Wait, what are you checking? I'm sorry. It keeps cutting off.
The door, just to see if it's unlocked.
Oh yeah, the door's already open. I messed up.
Oh, is
the
it?
map. Yeah, it's just slowly kind of creaking and
Perfect.
dangling open.
Alright. It's
Check for food and/or med kits. First aid
Yeah.
kits.
If you want to try and loot some stuff, go ahead and roll me a scavenge. Awareness plus scavenge.
okay.
Anyone else wants to do it as well?
Do that.
And do you have... I don't think you have a
when I'm-
negative DC. No. All
Got a plus 3 total.
Okay, plus 3, and then a -1, right?
I do not have a -1 to this.
Or not you. No. You rolled a -3, Miles. So as you're looking around, actually we'll do gunslingers first. So as you're looking around, why don't you roll me a D10, Mr. Gunslinger? 9. All right, you find a slightly rusted but still in great condition crowbar sitting leaning up against a wall.
Big win, big win.
Huge one. And do you want to look for anything? Where'd you go? The last one. I can't. Turt, you want to look for anything?
Oh, no, sorry. I thought you were talking to me, but I didn't know. No, I'm standing guard in case something comes for the front door.
Okay, so Miles, as you're searching around this kitchen, that's kind of like, it still looks pretty clean in regards to the rest of the outside world. You would slip over a little spot on the ground that's just got a hole in the ceiling and it's just leaking water a little bit. And you slip and you make a racket. You hit the ground and like knock over a table or something holding like a thing of silverware. So you just made like a ton of noise. And something definitely heard you as you hear this, I guess, kind of wispy like scream of intrigue as one of the zombies, both of the zombies previously that had been looking for you, start to slowly descend to your position.
I'm gonna usher Silas and Michelle in and have them get back, probably around here.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
My guy would have darted in when he heard all the thunder.
What the fuck is going on? Silas is going to head back here, and Michelle's probably going to stay closer to the door, in case they break in. She's not a bruiser. She's an enforcer. How do you guys want to play this out?
Well, we can't let them live, or else they're gonna attract more of them.
They're moaning brains like a fucking Minecraft zombie.
Do you want to let them
Plants
get
versus
close
zombies.
and then kill them once they're closer?
Yeah,
Want to back me up with that bow again?
I got you. I'm just gonna carefully step up so that I have sight.
Okay. Put yourself.
Else we're pushed. Are we going? What?
So where are you going?
Well, if the zombies aren't approaching, I'm gonna go outside.
They are
I'm gonna look
approaching,
at-
but
Okay,
you can
then I'll just
like you
stand-
probably
can I stand
generally
on-
know where they're at.
Can I stand on this little thing here? This table? So I can shoot down
Yeah,
without
sure.
hitting.
Is anyone else prepping anything?
Just having a knife ready. Raised in a stabbing maneuver.
Jab. Jab.
Okay.
The British tactic.
Wait, who's having their knives ready?
Drayton is.
Okay. So this one probably catches up a little bit, but this first one is just about to cross into your guys' line of sight. Is there anything you guys want to do yet, or do you want to wait for him to try and investigate further?
I think whoever got the bows.
Silas
do I
can
see
also have
him?
a shot ready.
It doesn't
You're
look
about
like
to
it.
see him.
Then I'll just wait. And the minute I see him, I'll open fire.
Okay. So, do you want to make me an agility check in general? Just roll
Not for the bow?
46. No, it's not a shot yet. Just roll 46.
Okay.
Or
That's
36,
also at a
whichever
negative.
Negative 2, right? Yeah.
That's also negative 2 DC.
Yeah, and you also crushed it. Alright, so the moment that he walks around here, you'll be able to shoot him before he can even react, for sure.
Cool.
So he's going to step around, and actually, let me make a dex check for Silas as well. Slash R 46. He fails. No, he meets it. He meets it. So he can still shoot, but something's gonna go bad. So you and Silas can both take this shot immediately as he rounds this corner, and you can hear that there's another one quickly approaching. -1.
That's also at a negative 2 DC as well.
So -1, 2, 3, 4, 3, -1. Okay, so you just barely hit. You can roll damage. Nice, 7 damage. Your arrow sinks right into probably a limb or a lower part of his torso. And Silas is going to take his shot as well, which is... Where's it at? There it is. For 1, 5. Actually, he has 46 for this. So we'll get rid of the last one. He also hits. He's going to roll... What was it? 1d10? Plus 3. 6 damage. His arrow also pierces this zombie in one of his limbs or appendages, but he is still coming. As the other one is closing into your guys' position, and he's walking right up to the door. Someone had their knife ready, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like to try and stab him before he comes inside?
I would. And since it's a knife, I think you said
not a
agility.
knife. Yes, a knife is agility.
Cool.
Oh, listen to this shit. Fuck yeah.
I have a -1 to the DC here.
Okay. Not great. So you're... How do you miss?
I'm gonna right as the door swings, I was not expecting the zombie to be right there, so I freak out and I thrust forward, missing it entirely, and I'm like, ah, shit! Hopefully Michelle can back me up here.
Yeah, Michelle's gonna go ahead and step up with her large metal pipe spear, and it's kind of rusted on the ends, and she's gonna go ahead and try and make an attack as well. And I think I decided, yeah, she's gonna use might for hers. So slash R. Oh wow, I would be shocked if she doesn't destroy him here. Whoops. That's a pass. So she is going to bring her metal pipe spear up and hit him for a whopping 13 damage. She's going to bring this pointed end up and stab him right up through the jaw, as another one is going to round the corner, and this one is stuck on her, on the end of her thing. So she is effectively either immobilized or disarmed if she chooses to run away from her spear until the next round. Okay.
Can I back up for this next part?
Can you what?
Back up.
I think we might roll initiative here, even though it's only one little zomboid.
Gotcha.
Well, actually, who hasn't done anything yet? Is that just you?
Comrade, you gonna attack?
Sure, when the zombie's a little closer, yeah. I'm more worried about this zombie. The zombie's still, like, hanging onto her spear, right?
Yeah, but it's dead. Like, it's dead. Her spear's just stuck in it.
I'll just kick it off. Try to push it off her.
You're gonna get her thing off.
Yeah, get the zombie
Okay,
off.
I'm not gonna make you roll for that. You can easily push the zombie off. It is apparent, though, that the moans from earlier that you were hearing are growing closer as well, so you gotta clean this up. But, so, okay. Honestly, I'm not gonna roll initiative, because that would take a while. I'm just gonna...
Yeah.
We'll go in order of how we did it previously. So this zombie's going to walk around right here and take a swing at Michelle. There it is. So, whoops.
Already actions a thing in this system?
What's that?
Readied actions?
Yeah, but you guys had all just... Yeah, they're a thing. So, in larger combat scales, you can take the aim action, which is basically readying your action. Like, you have 2 major actions and 1 minor action. Your movement would count as a minor action. Yelling something out to somebody would count as a minor action. And then your major action are aim, dodge, block, shoot, or to help someone in a large way, like pushing off her thing. Slash R36. Yeah, there we go. That's a fail. So he swings at her and he stumbles over the steps and misses. And that he's going to take another swing, because now the turn order's technically started. That's also a miss. So he's just stumbling all fucking over the place apparently. And that's the end of his turn. So who went first last time? Silas and the other fellow with a bow.
Yes, Jake or Jack.
Yeah, you can go before Silas. What do you plan on doing?
I'm just gonna shoot again.
Alright. You can shoot twice in a turn. When it's
I'll
an
do that
actual,
then. Well,
yeah.
Oh, so I'll shoot once. Gotta do that anyway. I assume that's a hit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So
5 damage. Your arrow whizzes right past Miles. That was a dangerous shot. And hits him for
conquering
5.
my ability. Gonna go again then. Reload quickly and lose another shot. More dangerous, but I think that's still fast.
I think I might end up tweaking that to where knocking an arrow is a major action, but that doesn't.
It could be that it could be that reloading is a major action.
Yeah, we'll do reloading as a major action to stop from like kind of overpowered combos, I guess. And then who was next? Who went after? Oh, Silas still has to go actually. 5 to 6. There we are. Definitely a success. D10 plus 3. Damn! Silas puts a quick end to this as he slides an arrow right through this zombie's neck, and that larger... the zombie collapses over dead, but it's apparent that that larger horde that was following you earlier is quickly coming up on you guys. They're not, like, they're still slow moving, but if you guys don't get out of here, it could mean trouble.
Then Jack will be like, we'll go, sounds like it's time to go, guys. And he's gonna get out, move on to the front door. Get on out of here.
You're headed towards the front door?
There don't seem to be any other
You can,
doors.
so,
Can we
yeah,
head down here?
yeah, this, you can go that way, or you can follow this dirt path up here. It
Am
just
I
depends
missing
on
what dirt path? Wait, am I blind? Oh, I see. The dirt road. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
When I hear dirt path, I think a little something smaller. Well, we have to. Okay, so never mind about the front door then. That's where the horde is. Just head down south, guys.
Yeah, head down the little pathway.
See what else we got.
Oh, whoops. They are obviously also going to follow along. Let's see, how did I do this? Okay. I'll get you guys on
grab
that.
and I'm following you guys.
What's that?
I said quick license grab and then I'm following you guys.
I'll bring you guys over to this one. Then we'll switch back to musics.
I promise you, it's not weird. I just like having licenses.
You like having what?
I collect them and give them, and then just give them to anybody who may be family.
Yeah.
I try
Okay.
to, you know.
Well,
Did you? No, you didn't
Sorry,
end up going with the
it
Chronicle,
wasn't
right?
No, I'm let me check.
yeah, the Chronicler was a cool class. I didn't read too much into it, but yeah, it was neat.
So you guys head down this cracked, frankly, shitty road. And there doesn't seem to be nearly, well, obviously there's not nearly as many as there were earlier because almost all of them seem to follow you. You can move yourself wherever you want. Shouldn't have to re-give you guys moving permissions.
Are those APCs?
Are they what?
Oh, is that why that happened?
Are these buses or armored vehicles?
Those are armored vehicles, yeah.
What is this?
So, where's it at? There it is. So, what the fuck? There it is. Okay. So this medical center finally comes into view, and you guys are met with a very grim sight. A massive pile of bodies lies in the center of this large field to your guys's, I guess your guys's left, technically. And the ground beneath them is charred and covered in soot, and the embers, there's still embers at the bottom that are still trying to spark up. The pile was not here when you had been here just a few hours ago, or if it was much smaller. And in front of this building that you guys have been searching for is where clearly a last stand of militant zombies and local police officers stood trying to stop the infection from spreading further. You can see past the building, there's a few stragglers that are walking around, but they don't seem to be a threat to you right now. Unless you guys somehow make an incredible amount of noise.
Yeah.
Looks over at Miles.
Yeah, it's a big. Hey.
Hey, what the fuck? You guys want to stealth your way over to the medical center?
Could be worth checking out the military vehicles. They might still have some equipment in them.
That's true.
Doing something tradable.
Always good to have extra stuff.
Okay, you can go ahead and roll me your scavenging check.
Oh yeah, I guess What is scavenging? I
It's your
modified.
awareness score and scavenging skill.
Okay, so it's just up to the read for me then. I'll be heading over to the right then, yeah, because these things might have something of value. Okay,
It's
pretty sure that's right.
awareness and scavenge. That's 46.
For me, that's just pure awareness.
Yeah, look at that.
Damn.
Miles, you gotta stop looking at shit, man. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Okay. Turt, you can go ahead and roll me a D10. You can roll me a D10.
I'll take it.
With an 8, you find a set. No. You find this folded up road map with a marker on it that points to another military checkpoint that isn't on any actual maps. It's just marked with a little red X on this map of what appears to be just 10 to 15 miles to your guys' east. So this way.
That could be worth a lot. I'll fold the map up, put it in my pocket.
Who rolled an 8? Oh, that was you. Yeah,
me.
whoops. Miles, your user is Storm, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yet again, Miles is the clumsiest man of all time, apparently. Just kidding, you don't make a ton of noise. You do find... Or, actually, yeah, go ahead and roll me D10. So, you come across an old... what appears to be silenced AR-15. And as you're picking this thing up and looking at it, you drop it and it just fucking shatters, and it was actually a Nerf gun or something. So it does make a little bit of noise, but it's not loud enough for anything to have heard you on the other side of the building.
Could be anything that I could like trade from the bits that are broken.
I mean, I'm sure you could pull off like the hand grip or the trigger or something. But as a weapon, it's useless. But I could say you could have like weapon parts, yeah.
Cool. Get a trade.
Anyone else looking for something? Mr. I'd say Michelle would probably be looking for something. That seems in character. Are you looking for something? Mr. Gunslinger?
I'm just keeping an eye out for threats.
Gotcha. I'm gonna have Michelle roll. What's her awareness 1? Yeah, so she just rolls. Michelle finds absolutely nothing, and in the process she trips and hits I'm gonna have her roll. In the process she trips and hits a what am I trying to say? Holy shit. Headlight, and a piece of the plasticky glass breaks off and scratches her on the arm, and she's gonna take 2 points of damage.
Oh no.
What's that? I thought someone said something.
I just said oh no. But...
Oh, okay. What's next?
I guess we head in now.
All right.
Brandon.
Who wants to go in first?
Not me, but I'm willing to go second or third. I just can't really do range in the front.
I can go first.
You can or can't.
I will.
Okay.
I don't want to too much annoying.
So who's going first? Sorry.
Drayton.
Okay. So wait, where are you? Oh, I was too zoomed in. Do you wanna? Are you doing this quietly? Are you looking for anything in particular?
Just checking it out quietly,
Okay.
seeing what's in here.
So it's really dark. Are you just like peering through the front door?
Yeah.
Okay. So the front doors are open slightly, so you can get a good view of a little waiting area right when you walk in, and there's no actual bodies there, but it's covered in blood and soot, and just it looks disgusting. Like clearly something happened here. There probably is a couple corpses. It's clear that they aren't alive in any way or shape. But as far as you can tell, this little section is clear.
Okay. Definitely. People have definitely died here, so let's move in quietly.
Do you wanna? Who's leading the path?
I'll move forward. You want me to roll a stealth check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shit.
Stealth awareness.
Stealth awareness.
Is it not stealth awareness?
It's agility and stealth.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
And I have a -1 to the DC.
Okay. So still absolutely crushed it. Where I'll give you a bit more of a tidbit of what you can see. As you walk in, this whole area reveals itself to you. And you can see as well this front service desk reception area. And it leads off to, on the left side of the screen, it leads off to a darker hallway. And it's exceptionally dark in here. There's almost no windows, at least in the area that you guys are at. Does anyone have a flashlight? Okay. So as much as you can see in this limited range area, it seems pretty clear for this section. Everyone else want to make me a stealth check, or anyone want to check any rooms out in particular? There's 2 rooms.
I'm gonna check out the receptionist area.
Okay.
I'll make a stealth check. Negative 2 DC. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have to add that up. Pretty sure you passed. So this reception area, it just has a desk with a chair that has the fully rotten, like, it's just a skeleton now of a former receptionist. And that's pretty much all that would be at the front reception area.
Whatever computer was there, it's squished out.
It's either broken or completely gone.
Gotcha.
Was all the medical supplies in the basement? Is that what we learned?
From what you know, yeah. The basement was at least not touched. As far as you know.
So all the good stuff is that.
Probably also zombies.
Whoops. Anyone doing anything in particular? There's a door right below you guys, and also more to explore down the hallway.
I'll peek in the door, see if it's a stairwell.
So,
I'll have, well, I guess my spear out would be more practical here, so.
Yeah. Are you doing it quietly?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna roll me another stealth check.
Yeah, sure. Number negative 2 DC. You ain't getting me a flip up on stealth.
Yeah, you're rolling a lot of 6s. So this door quietly creaks open, and the room before you is a bloody, disgusting disaster with a flipped over medical bed and a set of tools much larger than you would expect for them to be working on someone humanely or someone who's alive. And no body in sight. There's another door down here.
I'm gonna close the door. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
I walked in. Yeah.
Feel free.
Michelle will be sitting here watching.
The other door, does it have a window? Or is it just...
I would say it has a window, yeah. It's pretty grimy.
I can't see through the other side.
You could try if you want to make a perception check. So awareness plus perception.
Awareness is 1, perception is 2. No, my awareness is...
You guys picked it up faster than I thought, to be honest. Which I am happy for.
Again, I think it's a pretty simple system.
You don't have a negative to the DCs or anything?
No, not for this.
Okay. So you really can't see anything. You can see that it's necessarily the least bloody room that you've come across, at least so far. And you can maybe make out the figure of some MRI machines, or an MRI machine, really. And as you're looking through, you slowly push the door open, tripping and falling into it a little bit, which would reveal the rest of the room to you. Huzzah.
Oh, fine. Okay.
So some large medical equipment.
Gotcha. Alright. I'll keep pushing on then.
Alright. The hallway continues to open up. There's a door right here behind the main front desk. What is happening here? There we go. And still another door right down here. Oh wait, I didn't actually. Does anyone want to brave the storm? Anyone want to try and open any doors in particular?
Sure.
What's up?
I was just looking at the doors. I'll follow whoever goes in.
Michelle would probably be slowly making her way down the hallway while you guys clear rooms.
I'll peek into the door behind the receptionist office.
Okay. So this door actually does have a window. It is locked, but this window is the least grimy. As you peer in, you can see a room full of medical fridges. Which one of them, some of the drawers are open. It looks like it generally holds some vaccines and other things, medicine bottles, but most of them are tilted over and empty, and honestly, they don't look that destroyed.
Can I lockpick?
Yes, you may.
That's a skill, right?
Apparently not. But you could use your stealth skill as that. And I will tweak that because that's a good note.
Two, 5, 6. God damn.
Okay, so do you have a lockpick on you?
Should.
I assume one of you would. since you're all...
Yeah, I do. I have a set of lockpicks.
Okay.
Yeah, so
So, I mean, I would say you probably have proficiency in it. It's only 2d6. I thought you had a high...
stealth, no.
Yeah, it's stealth and agility, but...
Oh, stealth and
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Should be 6.
Which then also means you get that negative to DC. Okay, so definitely still pass, especially with the negative 2 to DC. So your lockpick twists and turns in there, and then you are eventually able to pull up all the pins, and the door swings open, and you have access to this stuff. I'm not going to say you have to make a scavenging roll. I would just say roll me a d20. I'll open this up as well. An 18. You're able to find a bottle. I would say a bottle of either Tylenol or ibuprofen. Completely full. Hasn't even been touched. A bottle of, we could say, honestly, one of those big bottles is probably what you would find. Most of the bottles are just empty, but this one is sitting kind of in the back of a cooling unit, and obviously hot. The cooling units don't work anymore, but
Yeah.
a full bottle, probably of 100 tablets of ibuprofen.
Is this this wall right here?
Yeah.
Is it covered in stuff, or is it just like a blank wall?
What do you mean by covered in stuff?
Like papers, just things like that.
There's probably like some case documents left there that no one thought to grab.
Not totally covered. I'm going to spray paint a smiley face on the wall.
Nice.
Really?
What does it like generally look like? Like
It's a simple smiley face.
simple little.
Yeah.
All right, so
Miles was cute.
nice. So you spray paint? Is it spray paint or actual paint?
Perfect.
Okay, yeah. So you shake up the can a little bit and spray paint a smiley face onto this wall, and as you do that, you're met with a slight groan of intrigue. The shaking of the cap. I can't. What's that? It's like the little ball in the spray can, right? That's what it is? Yeah. That rattling seems to have disturbed something in the building.
Okay.
Generally southwards.
Alright. Found a bottle. I just won't be. Guys, look at him.
You all just stare at him coldly.
I'm gonna peek into the south door and hope that whatever he awoke is not in here.
Alright, do you wanna... do
it stealthily?
Yeah, do you wanna do it stealthily?
Yes.
You wanna stealth it up?
-2 to DC. Oh.
Oof.
That's
That
might still be a
-2,
success.
-4,
Yeah.
-5, -4, 1. So you slowly creak this door open after just hearing some kind of noise from one of these rooms in this direction. And as you do, the door hits something softly, and you hear another groan, louder this time now that the door is open.
I'm going to back up and take out my bow.
And why don't we have everyone roll initiative for this one?
Okay.
As you opened the door a little bit more, and you can see a few zombies right behind it in the opening doorway, and you're not sure if there are any more on this part of the door. And is everyone okay with them moving all on the same turn?
Yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah.
easier.
That'd be the easiest for sure, yeah.
What is initiative?
So initiative is. Let me go over the rule book again. Where's it at? Initiative. Where's it at? Is that it? Yeah, there we go. That's your awareness score plus your wit score as your dice pool roll. So you roll that.
Okay.
Yep. You roll that, and then that decides where your place is.
So that means 5d6 for me.
So whatever the number is, basically, is what we'll go off of. Miles.
Backed up.
Miles, Drayton, and who's the last one?
Me, Jack.
Jack.
Did Drayton roll?
What's that?
Oh, I see. You're just putting people down.
Yeah.
Jack.
So, Storm, was that 46 your initiative?
Yeah.
Okay. And so we're just waiting on Gunslinger? Sir?
He's muted.
Ah. Drayton has disappeared.
Did he?
Maybe he had to go somewhere? I don't know. He didn't say anything.
Well, he's still in the VC. Wait.
Miles was a 15 or 17. Go ahead and roll for the NPCs. We'll do is 1/46. 7. Okay, well, we're gonna have players go before NPCs or enemies.
Okay.
And then now we're just waiting on surgery.
Did he say something in the chat? I don't see
No.
anything. And he didn't leave the call, so I don't know.
Alright, so that has Jack going first.
Okay.
As far as you can see, there are 2 zombies presently at the door.
Shooting the zombie I can see. Negative 2DC as well, so might still be a
rough
failure
roll,
though.
yeah. Negative
Yeah.
2, negative 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 3. You're mid-distance, so that's still a fail. Your arrow flies. Let's see. How do the effects work? I want to use this. Oh, holy shit, that's a big arrow. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so your arrow flies right in between these 2 zombies, and they kind of react to it, and they just give a little rah. And then you can use your action. You still have a minor action, which means that you can move. I want to go through it a little bit more in depth. So with your major actions, you can try and take cover, you can help somebody else and grant them a higher roll to hit, like a lower DC basically.
Okay.
Yeah, blah blah blah. And then the regular stuff that you could do. So you still have a major
I'll
action.
give-
He said he had to feed his dog.
Okay. I'll give Miles a pat on the back and give him the extra dice for lower DC. And I guess I'll reload the bow since that's now a major action, right?
Yeah. Well, the helping
Yeah.
him is also a major action.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll reload my bow then and just stand there.
Alright. That brings us to your NPC fellows. So Michelle is going to... She can't really do much without knowing exactly what's back there. So she's going to take her minor action to move a little bit further. And then she's going to... Let's see. I think she's just going to ready her spear. Right here by the door. And then old Silas is going to take a step back next to you, and he's going to take a shot. Which I always forget for... Okay. slash 5d6. 4, 2. Yeah, so definitely hits. He's going to target this first one and hit him for slash d10 plus 3. 8 damage. So this arrow is clearly debilitating to this first one, and that brings us to Miles. Oh wait, I completely forgot about the wound state, so he's going to take a wound state as well. To all of his dice. There we go. Alright. What are you doing, Miles?
First thing is fine. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Gunslinger.
Each
Hello,
square
sorry.
is 5, right? Is it?
Each square is 5, yeah. Also, would you like to roll us initiative, Mr. Gunslinger?
Yes.
That's awareness score plus wits. That amount of d6, and then we just go with the total.
The total, gotcha.
So, there. And you're doing what again, Miles?
First I wanted to move. So,
Diagonal is like diagonal for this as well, so.
yeah.
You
So
have
you work in meters with this.
It's feet, it just says meters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And if you need to move further, you can use a major action to move further as well.
Oh, yeah. Sure, I'll do that then so I can get up against this wall.
Okay. So you still have a major action left.
I don't want to go into that room. I assume they look like they're shambling out, right?
Yeah, they're about to shamble out.
Yes, so would it be possible to already actually like swing my machete into the face of the one that
Yeah,
was
for sure. So before the first one will take his turn, you'll roll to hit him.
Oh yeah.
And that's exactly what Michelle's going to do as well. And this guy already got hit with an arrow, so it's likely that you will probably, whoever hits him first will probably kill him. Alright, so this first zombie's going to shamble out, and you can go ahead and make your attack roll.
Righty. Shitty attack.
And that's, you got, is that 19 for initiative?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, you can. 1d12, okay.
You have a d12?
For the machete, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Oops, I just minimized. There we go. Okay, so 9, and then your agility modifier as well added onto the damage.
Oh, cool.
So is that 2?
Yeah.
Alright, so how do you kill it?
Smooth over the top.
Nice.
I give him a crispy lineup. It's a whole skull gun.
Nice. And then, so this one is completely fucked. And then his dead body, I'm just going to... I'll keep that there, actually. Another one is going to shamble from outside of the door. And actually, Michelle would have been right here. So he's going to shamble out and try and... Or he's going to get hit by Michelle, maybe. We'll see. That's 7. Jesus, yeah. That's our 76. Yeah, that's definitely a hit, especially at melee range. Oh wait, did you roll? Oh, I didn't have you roll the hit. It doesn't really matter for that one. He was already gonna die. He was gonna die from you or Michelle, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit at melee range. So I'm gonna roll 1d10 plus 3. 13 damage. He's gonna hit this one heavily, probably piercing it right through the center. But he's still up, and he's going to take a wound state. So he has a -1 to all dice rolls, and then he's going to, or to all combat-related rolls. He's going to take a swing at probably Miles. No, probably Michelle. Slash R. 36. And completely whiff. Yeah. Yeah, so he's not going to hit Michelle. He's going to take another swing. Also a whiff due to the injured state. And then 2 more are going to shamble out. And kind of stumble past each other. I'll go ahead and stir him up. That's right. And then take 2 swings at her, another miss. And that one is... Oh, that one also... No, that one is a hit. Yeah. Nice. She's gonna take slash R 1d4 plus 3. 5 damage. Is that... No, that is her DT. She's gonna take 5 damage and take a wound state as well. So this zombie claws down her arm and rips some skin off. And then one is going to attack you, Miles, twice. That's a hit. Everyone has a standard AC of 1. So everyone has a difficulty to hit of 1, and it increases with range.
Okay.
So 2 hits. And this one is not strong. 4 plus 1. Damn! That what's your damage threshold?
Me?
Mine?
Miles.
5. 5.
This zombie is fucking you up. You take 10 points of damage.
Fuck, okay, so I'm on 8.
And then also go ahead and take... I think it would be a bit unfair if I was able to inflict 2 damage states on 1 turn, so I'll say take 1 damage state, which means you have a -1 to all rolls regarding melee. Or regarding attacking anything. And then that brings us to Drayton, who, after a round of shock, has decided to help the group.
I'm sorry. My mom texted me, she's like, hey, I didn't feed the dog. And I'm like, it is 1:30 p.m. and she is starving.
Yeah.
Oh
So
no.
I have to go feed the dog.
All good, all good.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. She's just fine. Alright, I'm just going to try and attack this just with my knife. It's going to be 2 plus 3, -1 to DC if that applies.
So a 0 will hit him. That definitely does it.
That's awesome. Then it's going to be a D8 plus agility modifier plus 2. Awesome.
Oh, D8 plus 2. And then, so
That's 8
here's the
damage.
part where it would get number crunchy. Technically, every point over a success, so if the success to hit him is a 0, which it is, and you rolled a 1, you would hit him and deal normal damage. But if you rolled 2 successes over... Oh fuck, how did we handle crits? Hold on. Oh, so it just lets you... You can target a specific area. So, like, if you're aiming to, like... if you're aiming specifically to injure it, like, injuring its arm... And this specifically goes for facing, if on the off chance you have to fight people as well. That would be a large, again, important thing. But, so you hit him for 6 plus 3, right? Because of your... Or no, 2. Okay, so 8 damage, and then, do you know how the action system works?
That was a major action, I believe.
Yeah. So you still have
And
another
then-
major, and then your minor.
What can I do with a minor again?
A minor is
sure.
moving
Reword,
or
reword.
calling out to somebody, like any kind of dialogue.
Okay, is there opportunity attacks? Will I take an opportunity attack if I move?
No. I don't
Okay.
believe so.
Actually, no. I'll make another attack and then I might back up.
Okay.
Cool. That's...
Actually, wait. No, I lied. There is opportunity attacks.
Okay, well, I'm still making attacks. That's 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. So that's plus 2.
Okay, a plus 2 hits for sure. How much damage?
7 damage.
This man is literally on the brink of death. Like, he's like, you've already like cut his arm off with your fucking K-bar.
Gotcha. Then I'll just... I can't really brace or anything or dodge, so I
Yeah.
guess I'll just stay in there because I don't want to leave Miles by himself.
Alright, that leads us to our NPCs, and Michelle's gonna take a swing. Slash R 7d6. Michelle took a damage state, so she has a -1. So that still hits though for sure. She's going to kill the person in between you. Actually don't think she can not kill him. Yeah, so she's going to completely demolish him. There's now 2 corpses right in front of you. And then she's going to take a swing at the guy to her left.
Good job, Michelle.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
That is a critical failure.
Amazing.
Incredible. Yeah, you were saying? Holy. Wait, what did I say we were doing for crit failures? Oh. So she's going to take a swing at this and then trip and hit herself with the back end of her spear.
Amazing.
And she's prone.
Please don't get eaten.
She'll take 4 points of damage. And she's now prone. Where's that? I know there's a symbol for prone. There we go, we'll just do that one. She knocks herself out. And then that brings us to Silas, who's going to take a shot at the one right in between you. You and Miles. Oh yeah. D.
When you move past a zombie or like in a zombie space, does it become like difficult terrain or something?
No, it's just an opportunity attack. So you would have to take a... If you're right next to someone, you would have to take a major action to disengage. Which is still not guaranteed. You'll have to roll I believe, a resolve check. Oh, whoops. Just disengage. No, you'll make an agility athletics check. So that's a fail. I don't believe it's a critical failure, though. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's just a failure. So he completely misses. The arrow just falls right to the ground right in front of him, and he's going to reload his bow, and that brings us to Jack.
Jack Well, I mean, he really only has one option with what's happening in front of him, and that's to shoot again and hope he hits this time. We're gonna shoot the zombie near Michelle.
And you can take a major action to lower the DC by 1.
To what?
To lower the DC again by 1 by taking the aim action.
Yeah, that means I wouldn't be able to reload as a major action, though.
Yeah.
Well, I also have -2 DC, so I think that's a hit.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
We're gonna shoot. That's for the zombie on the left.
Okay. So the previously untouched zombie gets an arrow in the back of the knee, and will take 5 points of damage.
Jack looses a quick arrow into that zombie, and that's probably... and knocks another arrow for next turn.
Okay. Miles. A bit of a rough pickle.
I'm worried about her, so I'll cut past this one.
Okay.
And swing at the zombie in front of her.
The one next to you, by the way, you guys like decimated already.
Is it dead or is it just low?
No, it's low.
Okay. Yeah. So
Because he messed him up with this K-bar.
I'll swing at this one right here.
Alright. Go ahead.
So what was attack again?
For the machete, it's your
agility or something?
Yeah, agility plus your melee skill.
I think melee is 0. I remember that
Miles?
because I was like, yeah, because I couldn't justify changing the stats in order to put.
I think I was telling you, like, are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
So you'll just do 4d6.
Yeah. D6, yeah.
And you'll have a -1 to DC. Or no. Yeah, -1. And you're just trying to stab it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a success. Roll damage.
A 1d12.
Plus your 2 from agility.
Yeah.
So 7 damage as your machete cuts into this zombie that's about to chow down on your friend. You can take another major action.
Major action so I could attack again?
You can, yeah. With melee, I think that's fair. Ranged can only make 1 attack per turn, and melee will have to make... Can make 2, but they're in harm's way.
Okay. So I currently have this thing like by the stomach.
Pretty much, yeah. Your machete's already like lodged into it.
I'll try I want to try to kick it so it's at least so it's like over here.
So you're like pushing it away.
Somewhere at least far. Yeah.
Yeah. So make me an athletics check. So it's your might score plus your athletics skill.
I think I still have 3d6. Yeah, good. What is up with these fucking 12s?
Yeah, you can push him back. Probably not as far as you were wanting. No, you could probably push him back a good bit if you're kicking him. And he's pushed back a good bit, but he's going to... no, we'll have this fella act first. He's going to swing... Not at Jack, that's Drayton, right? Right next to him?
Probably. I'm the one on the far right.
Okay, yeah, Drayton. He's gonna take 2 swings at you. The first one is a miss. And the second one is a hit. I believe, since you didn't take any dodge or defend action /R. 1d4 plus 1. He's gonna hit you for 4 damage.
Ooh, that's my damage threshold. Does that mean I take damage?
You'll take a wound state, meaning you'll take the 4 points of damage into wound state, meaning that your until you rest, every one of your attack rolls will have a -1, or really a +1 to DC. And then
Gotcha.
the more wounded that you are, the more severe the effects get. And then he's going to rush back and try and take a swing at you, Miles.
That's fine.
On a miss, because he has a +1 to DC, so he does not hit you. And a critical failure. Do you want to roll me a D? Do you want to roll me your machete damage?
Oh yeah. Machete.
Machete.
Alright, how do you kill it? He comes running at you and then, like, stumbles basically over something on the ground.
Over the head chop.
Just cut his head in two. Alright. He falls dead at your feet, and there's now one left who looks extremely dilapidated and just took a fat chunk out of Drayton's arm. And what will you do about that, Drayton?
I will cry.
Oh no. I didn't. I think I just registered that. Wait, what?
Drayton's a goner. Is
No,
what
he
happened?
clawed you. If there's a system to getting infected. You can get infected. It's really unlikely for scratches. So if they roll, oh yeah, Drayton's dead. He's cooked. If they roll a double critical, you'll have to make a resolve check, and if you fail it, you are infected. They can bite you, but only if you're prone.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a fucking good thing you saved Michelle, because Michelle's about to be cooked. What are you gonna do about that, Drayton? It's your turn.
I stab it a lot.
Dude,
I'm gonna stab the zombie, and then after that, I might stab it again.
Dude, freaking stab it, dude.
I'm gonna stab it. I think that's a success.
You have a +1 to DC. I would say that's... Yeah, that's still a success.
Gotcha.
I wish there was a way for Roll20 to do the math. Alright.
That's 3 damage.
3 damage? Alright, how do you kill it with your military K-bar knife?
I'm just gonna shove it right through the side of its skull.
Oh yeah.
Let it fall to the ground.
He is going to do exactly that. He's going to fall to the ground, and you guys are out of combat as the Geico lizard starts speaking to you all. Don't worry about that.
Love when the Geico lizard speaks to me during the apocalypse.
Yeah, truly, he makes a lot of pit stops in the apocalypse. Alright, so with the immediate threat cleared, there's still... You guys want to like check your wounds or anything? Nobody's actively bleeding, as far as I know. Michelle's gonna go ahead and stand up, but she is.
Don't we have someone with a bite? Or am I wrong? Not a bite.
No one got bit.
Okay, that was no bite.
Yeah, so Drayton was clawed at, but he was not bitten.
Okay. And
Ow.
our human knowledge, do we know if it is a bite only universe or just a blood contact universe?
So it's. Who was I with that said it's basically just Project Zomboid?
That was
Yeah, it's really unlikely that you can get bit or that you can get infected from something that's not a bite, but it has happened before. Like to each.
Keep an eye on Drayton. Keep an eye on him, but don't kill him.
Yeah, I was.
If it was a bite, we'd kill him.
Yeah. I was about ready to lob the handle. That was good.
So. I would assume Michelle probably leads the way. You guys can see this trail of blood that leads down these stairs. There's still 2 unchecked rooms to the southernmost part of the hallway. But the staircase is now visible to you.
Yeah, okay.
Anyone wants to lead the way, or... Everyone kind of patting themselves down, shaking it off. Making sure there's no bites.
I'm gonna check this.
You're
door.
free to take their ID cards as well. You don't have to make rolls for that. So it's the whole place sounds a lot quieter, and there's like a large tension load just lifted off of you. So it feels safer to check things a little bit quicker, but obviously it's never fully safe. So are you stealthing, or do you want to swing it open?
Stealth, always.
Always gets to stealth.
Yeah.
I got 3 stealthers in my party.
Uh-huh.
In the zombie apocalypse, the man who lives.
Yeah,
by
kind of.
himself.
Oh, nice.
Nice, pretty solid roll. You open the door, and the room seems pretty clear. There is a large filing cabinet, a series of them that are holding full to the brim with documents. It could be used for fire starters, as one of you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Nothing too
I'll do
crazy.
a quick scavenge and check to see if there's any like light sources, like a flashlight or something.
Roll me a d20.
Cool. 19.
You know what? You get a hand crank flashlight. You gotta fucking.
Oh no!
What do you mean? Oh no, that's the best.
Those are
It's
so
the most
loud.
reliable, but they're very loud. Yeah.
Yeah, but also batteries aren't exactly can't go down to the corner
Yeah,
store.
you guys did find
Very
some
true.
batteries earlier, so
We did.
I have my
Um,
lucky flashlight.
yeah. No, you would probably find a real flashlight. Shaky, and the glass is probably a little scratched, but you'd probably find a little flashlight on the desk, along with some scribbled notes of a doctor probably detailing his last moments.
Gotcha.
We're just playing the last
I'll
of us
hold it
now.
up. Found it.
And then I don't know why I revealed that room to you, but that's all it is.
Whoa.
Little research room, some more filing cabinets, all closed and or rummaged through.
That means one way left to go.
So,
Down.
I got another little voice acting bit for you guys. You guys ready?
Yippee.
Wait a minute. Wait just a rootin' tootin' second. Can I wonder if I share this screen, can you guys still hear the music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll switch it back in a moment, but so as you guys approach the entrance to this stairwell, the silence seems to grow ever loud, and then for a moment you hear something down there. It's not exactly intelligible, but this is roughly what you hear.
Holy shit, this is the moment.
Uh,
I know. Thankfully, those guys cut the door out. Hopefully, we can get out of here quickly before they come back.
So you hear some chatter from down the stairs. And I'm going to take you
That's never a good sign.
to the next.
I couldn't tell if that was a PA system or people.
I-
Uh-oh.
I really thought it was a PA system to start with, but then it turned into more like talking.
I definitely think that we've gotten beaten to the punch.
So Michelle and Silas will lead the way down the stairs. Is there any other particular order that anyone would be in?
No, not really. As long as I'm not on the front, I'm not against going in front of the others. Or if someone wants to go in front of me, that's fine.
Guys, you wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I have another thing.
I believe you.
Well, wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
So Silas and Michelle are leading the way down, and The two raiders turn around and, well, raiders, quote unquote. The people here before you turn around and face you all. And
We're zombies now.
the one thing that you could make out from their speech is that they found it. They found something. And this metal door, which is literally closed, but in-game is hanging open, slightly ajar. You can see some untouched medical supplies back there, for sure. And Michelle's going to speak up for the group. And yeah, I'll play the recording. That's the wrong one. Don't worry about that.
Well, shit.
I'm sorry. We need those supplies.
Well, there ain't exactly enough to share, lady.
Guys, I'm sure we.
Okay, that's Silas speaking, by the way, just so you know. It was supposed to be a guy, but it's Silas and Michelle. Michelle talked first, now this is Silas. I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
Because I know they're a little
Well,
close
there ain't
together.
exactly enough to share, lady.
Guys, I'm sure we can work something out. Why don't we just take a look at what you found?
Oh,
I'm sorry. Can't afford to lose this.
Silas!
Jesus Christ, Jackson, what the fuck?
You'll pay for that, motherfuckers!
So Silas is laying dead on the stairs now with a bullet from a rifle lodged in his throat. It kind of flew back.
Her throat.
And the kid that's with this older raider decided to have a trigger finger today and let loose. And Silas is now dead and Michelle is charging in. If everyone wants to roll me initiative.
I was gonna ask if we could do this diplomatically, but not much of a choice now.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Michelle's gonna run on the same 17 because I don't feel like rerolling it.
what the fuck? What the fuck?
I got a 15.
That was...
Roll real quick.
Who got a 15?
It's
Drayton.
Okay.
What type of guns do they have?
So the older raider does not have a gun, and the younger raider has a bolt-action rifle.
awareness wits. Okay. Why'd I get a ping? Not important. I'm pulling. Jack has a 17.
I don't have to change anything.
Yeah.
So we're just waiting on...
Miles, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot that I had to.
Yeah, your initiative.
Initiative. I've completely forgot what it was.
Awareness wits modifier, not score. Or wait, maybe the
I
score.
think it's the score.
Awareness.
I'm a liar. I know I got the stats right.
There you go.
It's 4d6.
Oh,
I did not cook.
oh shit. Okay. It's okay. They cooked even less.
Honestly, my biggest worry is not these guys. It's the fact that that kid has a gun and he just shot a bullet.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how many bullets he had. Well, he might have wasted.
I think he means
No,
the,
no,
Yeah,
it's
I think he means the
not-
noise.
I mean the noise, not.
Oh,
I mean, yes, the gun's dangerous, but I mean
So-
the fact that we're in a fucking zombie apocalypse.
Michelle's also
Okay.
going to unholster her shotgun as well. So she's going to enter this one with her. Wait a minute. Alright, give me 1 second.
If we're going loud, we're going loud. I'll pull out my C4. As you know, of course, I have
Your what?
second.
C4?
I was making my C4.
I'll pull out
I
a
got-
block of plastic explosives. So yeah, let's get into this. Jack, you are the first to react. Silas has just dropped dead right in front of you.
Immediately draw my bow, shoot the fucking kid.
All right, so the kid is this lower one. I believe
shoot.
you would still have,
I mean,
That's
it's
pretty
a
far.
bow. I'll move up. If
and it's dark. But I would move up a little bit if I were you, yeah, because it is dark, and this counts as cover inherently, so you don't have to it'll be harder to hit you regardless because of all this
okay.
rubbish in the way.
Now I will shoot him. That was a terrible roll. That was actually really bad. My worst one.
-1, -5, -6.
I'm -2 to DC, but I don't think that's going to matter here. I mean, that's just
-3.
fail.
Yeah, a little too far, so your bow is going to miss and probably strike the door. Maybe bouncing off and snapping, so you can't retrieve it.
Okay.
So,
Reload as my direction.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Michelle.
Is it dark down here?
It is. It's really dark down here.
No lights, yeah.
That's an advantage. Hell yeah.
So Michelle's going to sprint up here in between these two things and take a shot with her shotgun.
What?
You didn't hear? Yeah, she unslung.
Yeah, she got a
shotgun.
shotgun.
Oh shit.
Slash.
This might be a quick one. Talking about World War
Where's
I
it?
stuff.
It's might. Yeah, I did might. Okay. Might 10's ranged firearm. She does not have it. Oh, she does have 2 skills on. Oh, yeah. This she might wipe the floor with this kid. 66. Is that even good for? No. So she misses as well. Some of her bullets bouncing off the wall. She's using buckshot, so. She's going to, actually with a shotgun, I'm going to say it's a double barrel, so she's going to take another shot. Slash R, 66. Terrible. Fucking horrible. She's going to misfire and blow her own head off. No.
What? No, not both of the...
No!
Not both of the replaceable NPCs in one turn.
Damn it. Damn you, shotguns. No, she'll probably just destroy some stuff around them and like give them a cardboard cutout, basically. That brings us to Drayton.
Drayton is going to like yell out "No!" as Michelle's starting to run. That was 10 feet. I just moved.
Oh, I just let her
any
fucking
way-
run wild. I didn't even think about that. Whoops. She's probably
Is there any way for me to get to this kid using all my actions?
So what's your general speed?
I believe 15.
So you can run your full speed again with a major action. So you can run 45.
Damn.
I mean, you have a gun, right? You could, pew pew.
He's not gonna shoot a kid.
Drayton is weak.
Michelle doesn't give a fuck.
The kid was very...
How young is a kid here? Like,
Okay, I should have clarified. He's like 17 or 18. Like he's not like
Okay.
like a 12-year-old or
I
something.
was
That's
thinking
what I
like
was
14,
assuming, like a-
yeah.
If he was that
Yeah,
young
yeah.
and he hit that shot, that would have been crazy. It's like pitch black and he just hits a pop shot straight to the throat.
He's gonna like crouch down here and take cover.
Okay. So it'll be I'm just gonna say they literally can't hit you
Awesome.
if you're hiding behind cover fully out of their view, unless they were to move really close to you. Or around.
Gotcha.
So that applies to the enemies as well, though, if they're in cover. So for future endeavors. That brings us to Miles.
Okay. So
Oh, I meant to change to the...
Epic battle music.
this is my that's my movement, and then
I think one of you is 20.
yeah, I know.
I might be the one with 20. I think
And then I'll use a major action. Can I get from where I am right now to here?
You could... Yeah, but I would say you'd probably have to use
Both of them?
a major action to climb over it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Would I have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do both major actions or just the one?
So how far can you move? 15?
Just 10.
Oh, okay, then yeah, probably.
Both, okay.
You probably have to move all
I'm
of
still
you.
injured shit. Yeah. Worth it.
Alright, so you move down there, and then... Oh, did you put the... Oh, I see the shield thing. You know what? That's a great point. We should probably put something on to make sure I know that you're wounded. We'll put that one on for anyone who's wounded. Michelle's also wounded.
Okay.
Where did it go? Okay, so that's now the Raiders' turns. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so they can move 10 and 15. So he's going to take both major actions. Holy shit, this music's epic. And the kid's going to sprint down here. You can fire. So he's just behind a filing cabinet. I'm not listening to this. There we go. That sounded like shit. Yeah, that's literally what it sounded like. So they no longer have an action this turn. They both use both of their major actions. Actually, wait, did they? No. So he still has a major action. He's going to pop up and take a shot, probably at Michelle. And what?
Would it have been a major action if I had went into stealth after my movement, or no? I don't know.
I would say rolling any major skill check would be a major action.
Okay.
So 5d6. Yikes. 4, 5, 2 minus. Yeah, so he's gonna hit Michelle for Oh wow, she got so lucky. She's gonna take 6 damage in a wound state. As this bullet probably just grazes her.
And speaking is an action, right?
Speaking is a minor action, yeah.
Yeah, so I was about to say something bad. 2
wound states, and she was at, I think, 4. And then she's gonna take 6. Okay. So Michelle's looking a little injured now, for sure. And he has no more actions, so that brings us back around to Jack.
If these two aren't dead, and it's about my turn, I have a plan.
Jack is gonna uncrouch out of the little corner he's in, take aim, not literally take aim, to be clear, just be clear, and he's gonna get.
Alright, go ahead.
My man has no qualms about shooting the guy who just killed his teammate. I might actually be good. -2 to DC.
3, 4, 5, 3. Yeah, definitely hits. Which one are you targeting?
The kid. So,
okay, so this one.
This one, I think? Yeah. And then solid.
Okay, so your arrow, right? Or are you using a pistol?
No, I'm using a bow.
Okay, so
I don't
your
own the gun.
arrow, you hit him straight in the upper shoulder, I would say, and he's also gonna take a wound state. So he has that. Yeah. So you really fucked up. Really fucked him up with that arrow.
And then I'm just gonna crouch back behind my little cover and reload the bow.
Alright. NPCs. Michelle is going to... I believe she has 15. No, she has 10. She's going to move here and take another pop shot recklessly. Literally just trying to kill them before they kill her. Which is... I always forget. 6. Okay. Jesus. 2, and she has a -2 to DC, so this one definitely hits. She's going to deal 2d10 since she's close enough. She's going to literally blow this fucking guy's leg off. With a shotgun. He's gonna take 2 wound states. And he is really fucked up.
And that was the young guy or the old guy?
Well, first of all, that was the old guy. That was this fella. I want to clarify, she reloaded with her first major action, moved with her minor action, and shot with her second major action. So, that brings us back around to Drayton.
Drake.
Can I hop this like thing here and like just run across the top of it?
You can make... what would the check be? I guess just athletics. You can make me an athletics check and try and do that. That would be at least one major and one minor, though.
Yeah, athletics and might, or athletics and agility?
I would say athletics and agility, for sure.
Gotcha. And that means I have a -1 to the DC.
Oh yeah, you are actually Ezio from Assassin's Creed.
Boom. And I'm gonna tackle this kid to the ground if I can, using my movement.
Okay.
Can I yell something out?
Yeah.
You say, "You're attacking a pregnant woman." That's all I was.
I think he would literally just not respond.
Do I need to make it an action to like grapple this kid or? Shove him
I would
to the
say we
ground?
can use your athletics check for that, and you definitely tackle him, and he's prone.
Gotcha. Do I have any other actions left?
I would say tackling him would be your second major action.
Mm-hmm.
So like getting over there is
Okay.
your major and minor, and then tackling him would be your last major.
And then tackling him is the second major.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't pick up like his gun off the ground or anything?
No.
Gotcha.
But he is
I'm just gonna
not mobile right now.
shove him to the ground and I'm gonna be like, stay down. And then that's the end of my turn.
Right. What are you doing, Miles?
And I pull out my flashlight and shine it at was it Brayton that's tackling him right now?
Yeah.
Training the guy. And I'm just being like, dude, give up. Give up. I'm just trying to convince him. Would that be a persuasion if I seriously?
Are you persuading the kid to give up?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get him.
Yeah, so that will be... I'll be making a roll on his behalf to see if he does. So yeah, persuasion. And I will roll... I'm gonna roll an investigation, I guess. I feel like that makes the most sense. Or I'll just roll a persuasion as well. She does not have anything, so... Would just be 2d6. And you rolled... What'd you roll for that? For your persuasion?
Alright, let me see. I have one in persuasion. Do I roll wits and...
Yeah,
persuade?
wits and persuasion.
Okay, 2 in wits. So it's 3d.
Oof.
Ah!
One success versus 2 crit fails and 1 success. He is undeterred. But he's not... He killed Silas because he thought you guys were going to, like, kill them and steal your medicine.
Yeah.
Like, that much is at least clear to you. He's not an intentionally violent person. What the fuck is this? This is tough as fuck. Fuck yeah. But, yeah, are you doing anything else?
It would be a major action for me to get to the old man.
Yeah, definitely. He's pretty far.
Okay, major action, get to the old man. I don't have anything medical.
I mean, his leg
He's
is, like, actually fucking gone.
Toward, yeah.
Like, it's
He's
just a
losing a lot of
mangled
blood.
piece of... Yeah. He is
I think me and
bleeding
Michelle
out
are
at
on the
this
same
point.
page as killing both these guys.
I know.
He's going to bleed out, like, really soon.
I feel like logically, been surviving for a while. I know the whole. Does he have a belt? Does he have a belt on him?
He does actually have. He has a studded belt on. Yeah.
Can I try to do that tourniquet thing?
You would also need a rag of some sort. It's like a large rag to cover his. Basically, to cover the part of his leg that's missing.
Can I use my? I will sacrifice the face for it. That I love so dearly for this.
You'll use your what?
The face covering I have in my character room. Can I use that?
So you used your minor action to move a little bit. Your major action to persuade, and then another major action to move over here, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you can try to do this, but you'll take on a point of exhaustion.
Worth it.
Everyone has 4 points of exhaustion, and they get more debilitating the more that you have.
I can do it. I can do that. So yeah.
Okay, we'll put one of those symbols. So roll me a medicine check then, which is medicine or not medicine, first aid. First aid and probably, I feel like fortitude makes the most sense, or resolve.
Okay. It's just a straight. Which I have 3. 11. My rolls are terrible.
6, so PC of 2. You are able to put this tourniquet on, and you're able to quickly hasten it, but you're not quite sure if it's enough to save him.
Nope. Alright, that's my turn.
With meeting DC. And then that brings us to the raiders, and the older gentleman is just going to look up at you and ask, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's probably going to try to struggle away from you.
Of course. Got it.
So that's might and
I knocked
athletics.
him out. He might not wake up, so let me know. I have a bottle of what is it? Tylenol?
Tylenol, yeah. Why don't you also make me an athletics check?
Contested, okay. Contested, ooh.
Yeah. So he rolled a 0 in total. Alright, you are easily able to keep him within your reach. And that's going to end his turn, and then the other kid is also going to try and struggle against you, Drayton, I believe, /R, which he does not have as much in my. That's 2d6. If you wouldn't mind making me an athletics roll as well, Drayton.
Sure.
You are both still fighting over control.
Gotcha.
And he's just going to kind of plead up to you and ask you not to kill him. And then that brings us back around to Jack.
I'm going to look at Michelle. What does she want to do?
She's known Silas for years at this point, likely. Probably a year or 2. And they were basically siblings at this point, so she's probably still.
I'm gonna be real honest. I thought that was the father.
She's still on. She's still. What?
Wait, what?
Silas was a kid. Well, I guess not a kid, but
I didn't know. I never knew how old I was. I just
yeah.
I assumed that she was in her 30s and Silas
She's
was
in
like
her
in like 20s, maybe.
Yeah, Silas.
Like
Silas is 20-something, is what he's described in the lore blurb, and Michelle does not have a specific age, but she's like 38 to 39.
Yeah, so as yeah. So she still wants these guys dead.
She could potentially be calmed down, but yes, she is still
I
fuming.
mean, they killed the teammate. I really don't see a need to let them live. They're gonna keep killing, so.
They're people.
They're people. Yeah, they are people. And my guy would. If Silas was not dead, he would not be so okay with killing them. If Silas had been shot and not instantly dead, it would have been like, oh, you know what? I don't like these people, but Silas is okay. Sure.
Straight insta kill.
But Silas is dead, so.
Death is not.
Blood for blood.
That's what I mean. It doesn't make it if we kill another person. Silas is still dead at the end of it.
You're right, but the people who killed Silas are dead as well, so.
Yeah, you can't, I assume you already know, but you can't see them from where you're at, since they're laying down, technically.
So I can use a major action to move double my distance, though, right?
Yeah, you can move your distance again.
So I have a move of 20, so we'll use a major action to move 40.
Yeah. And then you do still have an action.
And do I have sight on one of them?
You
on this guy?
have sight on the older one, yeah, but you risk also shooting Miles. It would be a really difficult roll.
How difficult?
A DC of 4, most likely. Which means, I guess for you, a DC of 1.
I don't know how hard that is, buddy.
It's up to you.
I'm thinking.
Also, Storm, I love your profile picture.
Thank you.
What is that?
That is the creator of White People, Yakub.
Nice. That's sick.
I'll shoot the old man.
Alright.
No! I'm right next to him.
You're on top of him.
Yeah.
Vortex told me what the risk was, and
oh
god, I'm so sorry for this man. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Face rag. This is my favorite face rag. I don't have to clean all the blood out.
You know what, comrade? At least you're not gonna get hurt from this, I don't think.
Yeah, roll.
That's,
roll damage. You just fucked this guy up. And where are you aiming?
Chest, I guess. Wherever won't hit comrade or Miles.
You want wherever you aim, you'll literally wanted style the fucking arrow. It's curving.
I guess just his head to do it quick.
Alright, how does it look?
I mean, I'd say it goes in and does not come out. Like a short draw, just goes in for the skull.
Yeah. So the older gentleman that you just sutured, well, not sutured, you tourniqueted, is now laying with both a missing leg with your coif laying around it, tourniqueting it, and now an arrow in his skull. And he falls limp. And that brings us to Michelle's turn. And Michelle, now seeing that you've killed him, is starting to cool down a bit. And now she is still angry, but more just rushing towards you.
Wasn't it the young guy that killed him?
Yeah.
They killed
him. So really, she's just really angry at the young guy.
That's why I said
the old man.
That's why I said cooling down a bit.
I know. I was like, damn. Sin's the father. I mean, sin's
not the father, Silas.
Yes.
And that's all she can do. Oh, Drayton.
I'm just going to try and grab this kid's gun.
Yeah, make an athletics check, and I will make a contesting one, and his DC will be much harder. Because he is prone. Well, that's 3 fails.
-3. Yeah.
So, what's his? He is 2 also 2 fails. I mean, you both fail, and you probably kick the gun away in this direction. So he no longer has
Gotcha.
access to the gun, but neither do you.
Then can I just pin him to the ground and like put his arms behind his back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
I'm
Try
not
and
going to have you make
hold
another
him.
roll, but that would be another major action for sure.
Mm-hmm. Can do.
Yeah. And then, is that it?
That's all.
Brings
Just
us-
making sure he can't move.
That brings us to Miles.
Alright. I don't think there's anything related to these two.
You could try calming anyone down with a persuasion roll.
I could.
Or physically
Well-
restraining her. Just giving you options.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think after that, his brain went into, scattered. I'm alluding the dead body.
There is a guy who does have much more scattered brains than you, buddy.
Alright, I'm actually gonna have you roll me a resolve check to see if you take on a stress point, because that was probably not healthy for your brain.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me a resolve check, which is just your resolve score amount of d6s.
Yee.
Hey.
Roll 20 is fucking me up.
Yeah. So yeah, you definitely gain a stress point, and you are just kind of looking down at this guy, and then immediately in your head you just kind of go into autopilot, and you go ahead and loot him, and you can grab his ID card. Are you looking for anything else useful?
Yeah, I'm not even thinking about ID card because this nigga, because he's old
Yeah.
and he's survivor, so I'm just looking for anything useful.
You could probably take his bat. He has a barbed wire bat.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think he also has a... I think I lied. He does have a pistol on his hip.
He was armed.
He was armed. I'm an innocent policeman. All right. You can see the gun. Yeah. So his pistol and his barbed wire bat. And then that brings us to the Raiders, and he's still kind of trying to fight you, but he's more or less given up, and I'm gonna say he's not going to try and make a roll, as he's probably very weak now. His shoulder's all fucked up, and he's prone, fighting against a much larger and more grown man. I wouldn't say much larger, but a larger, an older guy.
I think we're all pretty small.
Yeah, but
none of us
he's
went
only
like
17, 18. He's kind of scrawny for sure.
Yeah. Gotta factor that in.
So that's Jack now. What would you like to do?
I mean, it's Michelle's kill if she wants it, so I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna go over and pick up that rifle. That's it.
All your action and stuff to do that. I think Michelle's going to walk over and see that he's fully pinned and just kind of look at him. And she's breathing heavily at this point, and then she's probably going to not take the blow. And she's just going to kind of stare at him. And exhale. And then that brings us to Drayton. We can exit turn order here, or if you have anything you want to do. Okay.
Once he's fully restrained, I'm just... Yeah.
He's definitely fully restrained. Fucking Bateman. So what will you do? What's your plan here?
What's Michelle doing right now?
Literally just staring at him, trying to control herself. Just kind of looking at him, thinking about Silas.
Someone grab his gun.
Oh, don't worry, Jack's already on it.
Okay.
Jack's got that shit holstered already, like, he's ready.
Yeah, I unchambered the bullets because I don't use guns, so...
Gotcha. I'm gonna just yell at the kids, like, why did you shoot?
You... And he's, like, out of breath. You were going to stop me from saving her.
Saving who?
My mom. She's sick. And we needed this.
We weren't gonna do shit to you, kid. We were... Oh my god, we just got here.
But... And he's just kind of at a loss for words.
Damn it. You killed our friend.
He still doesn't know what to say, and now he's kind of just looking up at his... not necessarily father, but at least you can tell father figure.
Yeah, I was
crying.
I was like, who was that guy to you?
That's my dad. Yeah. And he's kind of just like quietly sobbing to himself. Still
Physically,
fully
he's
restrained.
not like super, right?
Not super what?
Super injured.
He just has an
Okay.
arrow lodged in his shoulder at this point, yeah.
Okay. Here, how many? Is it a full bottle of Tylenol?
It's ibuprofen, but yes, it's
Yeah, I really.
there's a
I
lot
will
of
give
it.
him.
My character is definitely watching us use our medical supplies on the man who killed Silas.
Shut up. I give him 3, and it's not ours. I put it back in my pack.
Yeah, I think he'll take them and ask if you have any water.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're willing to kill a man, but you won't take pills without water.
Listen. Two different things, alright? Killing a man, easy. Now, dry swallowing pills? Come on. That's just ridiculous.
So difficult.
Yeah.
Nasty.
Yeah, that's just gross.
How old are you, kid? 15, 16?
I think I just turned 18 not too long ago. Hard to keep track anymore.
I'm gonna pat him down real quickly and make sure you're. I'm gonna like take any of his weapons and just put him off to the side.
Yeah, he's got a where's it at? Oh, God damn it! Why did I scroll all the way up? He just has a small knife, like a military surplus knife.
All right, I put that and just slipped it into my belt,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna get off of him and just fucking like kind of throw him forward a little bit. Fucking Michelle, watch him. Fuck. And Drain's gonna like pace back and forth for a little bit, kind of looking over at everything,
Mm-hmm.
unsure of what to do, letting someone else act first.
Well, he's pacing, Michelle is watching, and definitely not about to kill the kid. I'm gonna walk over and see what we're working with medically.
Yeah. So you open this door, and it's. I mean, like he said, I don't know if you could fully hear it. It was difficult to hear, and that was kind of the point. There is a ton of medical supplies in here. Like,
Okay.
It was a stash that was left behind by, I'm assuming, some doctors.
I actually have to know, when you say a ton, in our weight terms, like one weight, how I can carry a certain amount of
You
weight,
would.
how much
There's
weight
no
would you say?
possible way the four of you would be able to carry this much.
Are we talking in the, like, hundreds of weight?
Yeah, I'm assuming like an actual ton.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Just wanna make that
currently
clear.
immeasurable amount.
that means that killing Silas was entirely unnecessary.
Yeah.
We could have shared that.
It absolutely was.
This is more than enough medical. We could,
Yeah.
if all 6 of us.
No,
7.
absolutely
know.
it was. It was
It would take
absolutely not
Delson.
enough.
It was a reaction.
There was way too
Yeah.
Well,
More
there
medical,
could
yeah.
obviously be more to it.
That
Yeah.
But it is very clearly enough. It's enough to run a small village of like 10 guys for months.
fucking
Probably
dude,
years.
this is a fortune in trading terms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Medical, I think, is probably like only below weapons and ammo,
Yeah.
or even above, depending on where you are.
So why would he think it's not enough?
Exactly. I was asking because that makes me and Jack really very angry at this kid. Because had it been a small crate, then maybe.
Yeah.
How much is in there?
More than we need. Hell, more than we can carry.
And Drayton will walk over and peek in and be like, holy shit.
Uh-huh.
We had more than enough to go around, kid. What the hell are you talking about?
They wouldn't let us keep that much.
Who's they?
My people.
I'm fucking turning it down immediately.
This wouldn't
Wait,
go
you're from
to
where?
just us.
You're from a group.
Maybe.
And what, they're gonna like take all your medicine after you bring it back?
Yes. We would only keep a very small portion.
We're not from your community, obviously.
So, no. Fuck. Alright. Look. Do you know how to get to your place from here?
Yeah, I think so.
What's your mom sick with?
We aren't really sure, but I think cancer.
Fuck, that's the big one.
Yeah.
I don't think what's here is going to help that.
Yeah, I don't know if anything here is gonna help that.
No, but we might get to spend more time with her before she goes.
Give her some relief. Does he still have the arrow in his shoulder?
Yeah, it still hurts. He's in a lot of pain.
Let's see if I can find something to try to patch the shoulder up.
There's probably boxes full of
Yeah.
there's like full medical kits.
I think we're set on the medical.
Yeah.
Boxes of bandages, ibuprofen, a bunch of
The thing is,
anti-inflammatory.
I don't want to leave him alone with Michelle because she might just blow this kid's head off as soon as I walk away.
Yeah, that's also important to note is that you guys made a lot of noise. Well, really, Michelle and the kid made a lot of noise.
I'm gonna.
Since we have very limited time, Vortex, can I go in the room and look for a specific item? Are there body bags?
Oh,
I don't see why there wouldn't be. Like
Okay,
there
I'm going
obviously were body bags because they had a whole fire.
I think we all understand we can't bring Silas with us, with what's going to be coming soon, so I will be bringing Silas, taking his stuff off and putting it to the side for Michelle, or and putting him in a body bag, and putting him hopefully in a closet or something where he can't come back.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna build a tray, or like empty a box and then just fill it with a bunch of random medical supplies. And if there's any like, Drake doesn't know what you would take to like just help with cancer, pain or whatever.
Yeah.
So he just built a big box just filled with random medical supplies that would help with most stuff.
Mhm.
He's gonna bring it out. He's just gonna shove it into the kid's arms. And he's like, "There, you have your medical supplies. That's all you can carry."
Jesus, you don't have to be an asshole.
I'm not gonna make it back there like this.
I'll fix up your shoulder. It's like,
Yeah, fix him up, please.
does your community know you're here? Are you coming? You don't come back soon enough?
Yes, there were more of us here earlier.
How many have you lost? on this trip?
Most just left. It was meant to
Just
be
left?
quick and quiet. They had other places to go to check. So it like becomes apparent that there are multiple small groups like this.
And the likelihood they're coming back to see a more significantly smaller pile. Yeah.
I'm wondering where they went to check. I mean, this is the Holy Grail right here.
Yeah, but they didn't know that. This is just another spot that they needed to check.
Just a
the
tip
group-
Did they
about
never
it.
see behind this door? Or did they?
What's that?
Did they never see behind this door? They just crossed it off the list of things they had to look at.
So no, they sent small groups around, like the
Oh,
general
okay.
area to clear different buildings together.
It wasn't like
Okay, we're
super
done.
common knowledge that this place
Yeah.
might have
Yeah.
medical supplies. We had like a tip or something.
Okay.
With how you worded it, Vortex, you made it sound like a big group came here and then split up, and not like, well, you'll leave.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought. I
My
was
bad,
like,
my bad.
yeah.
No. So a bunch of small groups left. It came to the region and left.
Yeah, they
Okay.
split up to clear different buildings, cover more ground.
I'm looking
There are definitely
Oh,
painkillers
okay.
in here, like
like a
for
first
sure.
aid kit.
Yeah, definitely a first aid kit, like a restaurant grade first aid kit. One of the big
Is
ones.
this another door right here?
I mean, probably some that are better than the rest.
It might be.
Alright. I'm gonna just start
The
going
glass?
through
There
supplies
is.
and just start grabbing as much as
I
I
would
can carry.
put my face up against it a little bit.
Okay. Roll me a heart attack check.
What?
No. So, listen, I can't jump scare you, but you get jump scared. Okay, just know.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, like
I'm already
Foxy
full of
comes
jump
jumping
scares,
at the
though.
window.
Yeah.
No, so inside this room you can see there is a large group of infected, both dead and alive, just kind of standing there. And now more of them are coming towards the door with all the gunshot noise, and in the back you can see a much, much larger specimen.
Oh shit!
Yeah, exactly that.
Are they pushing up against the door right now?
They're beginning to, yeah.
Guys, we might want to make out quick. There's a ton of them behind that door.
And everyone, grab as much as you can carry. Michelle, you too.
Yeah, Michelle absolutely will. She's huge, so not only is she going to grab Silas's stuff, she's also going to grab a box. So
Is she grabbing all styles of stuff?
anything important, weapons, probably a memorabilia of some sort.
Could I grab some of the arrows?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'll grab some of the arrows.
Yeah, and then she would carry a box of random assorted goods. So you guys are making off with a large haul of medical supplies.
Jack will be doing one thing, so he's packing a lot of meds in. What kind of ceiling does this room have?
What kind of ceiling?
Alright, the weird question, I know, but yeah.
I would assume just tile as well.
So, like the tiles that are like in schools and offices, like the
Yeah, kind of like
popcorn fields?
Popcorn boils.
Jack is gonna, as the group's leaving, his bag's packed up. He's gonna take another assorted box, like not Dylan, sorry, Dayton. Dayton? Is it Dayton?
Drayton.
Drayton. I knew it was a kind of a weird name. That's why I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different.
I like it. Just obviously it's not normal. A box similar to Drayton's, assorted, and I'm gonna go just up, open one of the tiles up, and put it up there.
Okay, that makes sense. So
I like having caches, and also if this group's coming back,
Yeah.
who knows? We might need to barter some people one day. Having some extra medical is good. And yeah, grab them.
sedatives, like saline type stuff.
Pretty much like everything. Like there are valuable drugs in here.
Yeah.
Exactly. General antibiotics. I'll grab some painkillers, vitamins. I mean, I can't think of anything else. Probably just a medical kit, actually, as well, just a first aid kit. That's the biggest one to have.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, just stuff. And then we will be heading out, unless anyone else wants to do. But I assume we all want to run because.
gotta
So,
fetch the kid.
yeah, you guys are leaving here, but you also found a crowbar earlier and greeting
I did
cards.
get that crowbar.
So
Yeah.
I've written down everything just in case no one else did.
I wrote down what I got.
So
Which
you
actually I
guys
didn't
are
write down.
all headed out.
Yeah,
Are you
what I'm going
taking
to
the
do is
kid?
I'm going to... Yeah, that's...
I picked up his arm.
So I'm going to walk up to the kid. I'm going to take his survival knife that he had on him. I'm going to hand it to him, like, handle forward. I'm going to be like, all right, listen. You're injured. I'm injured. I promise you I'm a lot faster, though. If you think, even for a second, about trying to stab any of us in the back, I will not hesitate, all right? I don't want to kill you, all right? I don't kill people, all right? You took one of ours, we took one of yours. For now, it's even. You're gonna come out with us, all right?
Okay.
Alright.
I'll go.
You're walking in front of us.
Yeah. And he'll get up.
What's your name?
What did you say?
I just said, what's your name, dude?
I thought you said something else.
What did you think I said?
A word that I can't say, but I think you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? That's a really good question. What if his name was also Silas? Wouldn't that be crazy? No.
I'll shoot him.
No, his name is Jackson. His dad said it earlier.
That's right.
Classic
Yeah, he
Jack.
did yell that shit out.
Classic
Fucking
Jackson.
shut up.
Dude, the Jackson I know, piece of shit. Definitely would do this sort of thing.
Definitely would.
He's Australian, though, so I don't think
Oh,
he cares.
checks out. Yeah, checks out.
Get moving, Jackson.
All right.
Yeah, I'll walk behind him.
All right.
Mostly for his
Is there
protection.
anything you need off your dad?
I think he'll walk up and just kind of get one last good look at him, and then with the arrow still lodged in his head.
No, I got it out.
I know.
Oh, you're
I was
talking about
kidding.
the...
Yeah, I'm taking that arrow, by the way.
Yeah, I figured. He's looking down at his dad. You just, sorry about that, and you just rip the arrow out of his dad's head.
Pulls off part of his skull.
Probably grab his dad's jacket and toss it over his shoulder.
Yeah, I say nothing as he does that.
Yeah.
That's his.
Sorry, man.
Oh,
And
no
then-
problem with Jack.
You guys head out.
All right.
Made away with a big ol' stash.
And without being murdered by whatever the fuck was behind that door.
Yeah, I just retconned that. Don't worry about that. All right, and I think that's where we're gonna call it.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's a one shot.
Yeah. What everyone think?
That was fun.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I like the quality is very in depth. I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Once we got into the groove, towards the end, we were really getting it.